Let them know what they need to do about the video, my brother.
Hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell at the bottom. And leave a comment below. Tell us what you think. Tell us what we need to talk about in the next episode. We love the feedback. Hey, let's keep it going, baby.
Yes, sir. Back in action like a gassed up Texas. I'm here with my main man, Jay. Dad.
Good day to everyone. Good day to everyone, baby. We finna get into it. Let's go.
Now, listen. This is going to be a outstanding show. As always, now, this is number 10, dog. This complete a season. 10 episodes nowadays complete a season.
Look, baby, we got it. Now we here.
Yes, sir. We here like your deepest fear.
Ooh, wee.
My brother. First of all, how have you been?
Man, I've been out the country. I can't say living my best life, but it sure felt good for that little bit of time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You did your thing, baby. We can't wait to hear about it. But we're going to jump right into it because we can't keep these people waiting. We are talking today. Now, first of all, let me tell y'all this. This is a serious topic now. Serious topic. Got to make sure these people know. We're talking about cougars. What is a cougar? What is the modern day cougar? J-Dan.
It's a lot of confusion.
Big confusion in this community.
It's a lot of confusion. I got to put my glasses up for this one, baby.
You know, women don't understand now. You got to graduate to be a cougar.
Ooh. They stay a cub for a long time.
They still cub.
Some of them be stuck as a cub. Never even elevate.
Right. They're a cougar head. They're a pinch of you.
What's the debutante's version?
Right. With the debutante. Yeah. They inspired to be this. You know, some women actually inspired to be this. You know, the ones that want to be single.
It's a rite of passage.
It's a rite of passage. Now everybody don't end up being a cougar. Everybody don't end up being a cougar.
I think you can be
by default. And a lot of times you're a cougar and you don't even know.
Now that's true.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now listen, today, we're not going to have a drink today. To be honest with you, it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
That is true.
That's how much we love y'all. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. J-Dad got to get on the road. I got to get some more sleep. I was actually up, man, late. I was up real late, but that's what Raw T Media does. We get it in and get it done.
Yes, sir.
So, for the 11th episode, y'all send us some good old suggestions, you know, for some new bottles. We're going to feature with 5 more bottles. And J-Dan, we do a lot of these shows, so we're going to end up getting some food in here. So, right. So you know, it's going down. I got some people in mind.
Okay.
I'm actually supposed to meet with them tomorrow.
Okay.
So we will have a nice meeting, and I'm working on some sponsors, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm working on some sponsors.
That's what I'm talking about.
For Mancave Thoughts.
I got an image to uphold over here, baby. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir. All right, so J-Dan, let's go ahead and define what we think is a cougar. Now, I want to do a little research.
Okay, what's your research?
I want to research. You know, we always talk about the national average and, you know, Google what Google said. And so we want to see what the world say.
Okay.
And then we going to jump back into our world.
Okay.
All right. So I want to read this, man. And to me, it was hilarious. It was very humorous. All right, so a cougar woman is an older single woman who seeks out younger men and copulates with them. Other terms, have sexual relations. All right.
Okay.
The term cougar is a slang term that refers to a woman who seeks out romantic and sexual relationships with significantly younger men, women, or both.
Okay.
Ding!
Okay.
The term was coined in 1974 by a socialist to refer to people 50 years or older. Now, this particular personnel was a man that had sexual relations with an 18 to 25-year-old woman. So that's where it started from.
Wow.
Right, exactly. All right. So, but now let me further go in depth. From this article, it said how to know if a woman is a cougar.
Preach.
See, we gonna talk about all this.
Wow.
Now this one says cougars are mainly defined as a woman in their 40s or older who date significantly younger men, generally a 10-year age gap. Say pop culture actually paints it as a cougar that is predatory and pathetically desperate. But what we gonna talk about today, it carries on what we say. The woman has recently begun fighting the stereotype. Say real cougars, they argue and are confident, successful, single women over the age of 40. And they are tired of men that are unromantic, narrow-minded. They're around their own age, so they date younger to become more active and become more adventurous with men.
So the modern day independent woman.
The modern day independent woman. So that's what I got right there. So let's bump that out the way. Now that's what the world say. Now we gotta jump up from our personal experiences. All right.
Okay.
So that's what the world say. Now what do we say? Now we had age breakdown, we had gap breakdown.
50. Wow.
Right, they said 50. Now
that's a line.
Yeah,
that's a line. She rules.
She right.
You ain't bumping against no 50.
Yeah, right.
That's AARP age.
The AARP.
I'm telling you, she already sitting there with
Yeah, man. She can't. I don't know about that. Well, now it is. She running around the corner from retirement.
Young women talk to older men. I just I'm all for it. I get it.
Yeah, that's tough. But what we think? So now, J-Dad, from your personal experience, now this is why I break this thing down. For those of you who've been watching, you already know. J-Dan and I have been apart about 15 years. We went and played college football on full scholarship, different. He was in Mississippi, Alabama. Then I went to North Carolina, came back to Alabama. And then we just kept on, but we was always apart. So we've had some great, wisdom. We've absorbed some great stories and moments to where we can really break things down. And it's very interesting to see and hear. Because we have been apart. J-Dan.
I got some Mississippi stories, boy.
I know it, man. We'll want you to get shot.
I'm not here to talk about it.
Yeah, we gonna go that hard.
I can't, because I'm thinking too.
Yeah. We're not gonna think that grand because we don't have our grand gala.
Ooh, wait.
Exactly. So listen. What do you feel is the year that start being a cougar? Or what is your definition of a cougar?
I actually agree with the second part of what you were saying.
Okay.
Only thing I would change is from 40 to 35.
Ooh, 35.
Because reason I say that is because from our Gen X generation to our millennial generation, to our Gen Z.
Okay.
Gen X's, I can see 40.
Okay.
The millennials, I see 35. I think with the Gen Z generation, that's gonna be blown out the water.
Okay.
Because our Gen Z generation is so overly independent because of the spillover.
Right.
X, millennial to Z.
Yeah.
So we gonna say grandma, mama to kids, there has been a educational system within the culture.
Okay.
Of what your expectation, because you got to have in mind the millennial age kids, they saw their mama as a single woman.
God.
So mama was doing her thing.
Doing her thing.
I don't say getting it in because there was a purpose for it.
Perfect.
So you was doing your thing to take care of the household. So if you did talk to younger men and or older men, you was out there on the prowl trying to do what was best
Right.
for the family.
For the family.
You know, I'm gonna do anything I can for my child to have a better life than I have.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the millennials translation to the Gen Z gets a little bit more tricky.
Yes, sir.
Because now the millennials are just, it's not for the raising of the child or to be successful for the child, because the children has now become more independent, which goes back to what you were saying about the mothers becoming independent, the mothers having their own thing and stuff like that. So how they look at it now, the women become the new men. So now they're doing their thing for other reasons.
Mm.
Now these kids, once they get up in age,
yeah.
Oh, good Lord. It's not gonna be for a purpose. It's just gonna be, I just do it because I want to do it.
This is true. Now, see, you said what, 35?
I say 35. We kid.
We kid, and see, that's a whole nother thing. We got to jump in there about the kids, because I really feel like the Cougar, I can see not having, well, I can see, yeah, they need to have kids. I don't think you be a Cougar without kids. I think you just I gotta find a word for it. I don't want to disrespect them, but because if you 40 without kids,
a bobcat.
He said you a bobcat. Yeah, you just scooping shit like
you eating rabbits.
Yeah,
you ain't got the full course. You ain't hunting buffaloes out here.
You definitely work on a construction site, because there's always something to fix and do. You're a bobcat. You right. And in both ways, bobcat. Animal Kingdom, but bobcat construction.
Right.
You just scoop it. You just there to just do whatever. You multi-purpose. You know, you really have no focus.
No.
You're not like a crane. We know what a crane is there to do.
Yes.
Specific maneuvers, building structure.
Yes, you take the heaviest thing.
Right.
And you move it as if it was nothing.
Exactly. Man, listen. So my thing, I think the age wise,
come on with it now. Stop playing.
Honestly, I feel like 41. 41 is that Cougar. So I guess the 40s. But I think that 41, when you really realize I ain't 36 no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think after, when you 33, life's supposed to be happening.
Look, I think as soon as your back start hurting and you start, when you get up out the bed, I think you starting to hit your transition. That spring chicken has finally left the building.
And them gray hairs are coming in patches, and not like one here, one there. No, they like got a section. Like,
I'm talking about
we done moved in.
Listen,
you come on, welcome.
Edges got grays. You might as well just swoosh that in.
Swoosh that in, baby. What my mom used to say, baby, I'm getting my salt and pepper seasoning.
Right.
I'm gonna go get my hair seasoned
and
and teased.
The sexiest thing you can see. A woman with some gray hair, all in the front, like
yeah. Now and other areas now. Oh, and speaking of other areas, brother, I got you some, brother. Go ahead. You ain't got to show it on camera, but they can't see it. They can't see it. It's in a nice package, but I want you to open it right quick.
I can see it through the light.
I know you can see it. It's gonna glow.
Oh, this is a nice personal care pack.
Yeah.
This is a nice care pack.
Yeah. You got,
this is not. Well, this is
got some magic in there. It's some magic in there now.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Bless my soul.
Yeah, and that's not something that you smoke. That's something that you smoke after.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's nothing that you smoke in there, but you probably will have a smoke after.
Yes,
but anyway, so I think about that 48. Man, it's definitely. Now, JD, I want to ask you, what qualifies you to be a Cougar? Hold on. Let me backtrack.
Okay.
I know you were ready when you said, chick.
I'm gonna tell you.
Why or when do women become a Cougar?
Like I said.
Okay.
when you finally get to the realization that you are no longer a spring chicken, when you realize that body don't bounce back like it used to.
Okay.
When you realize you go out to the club, you drink, have a good time, and be merry. I had to use that word, be merry.
Merry.
Knowing you got to be at work at 7 o'clock. But your battery is on 15% when you wake up.
Yeah.
When you was in your 20s.
Oh, yeah.
Even your late 20s.
You can leave the club and go straight to.
And still function.
Have your clothes in the car, change in the bathroom at
now
work.
You busting out with a headache, you're dehydrated, you don't want to talk to nobody. I see it all the time in my place of employment that you can't do it like you once did.
Can't do it like you used to.
Sometimes you got to transition.
You really see him and be like, you went to the club last night. Boy, you crazy as hell. Yeah,
Man, when I tell you I can see somebody out there working on something or doing their job, I can't speak on names.
Right.
And I'll look at them, I'll be like, that turn up was real one. Let me go buy you a bottle of water from the vending
Exactly.
machine. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's a trip, man. Listen, what qualifies a woman to be a cougar? Let's go ahead and dive in that. Because, see, it's qualification to the thing. You can't just be play pimping now.
Give me one of them.
Man,
because
listen.
I know you got 2 or 3 of them in your back of your mind.
It's a difference between classy and jazzy. When you get to be jazzy, see, jazzy a whole little.
I like that.
You know, it's like when you get your car washed. That's class. But when you buffing that thing and it got that shine to it,
yes, sir.
That's jazz.
And I agree with you on
jazz,
that.
Yeah.
I believe that a woman who becomes a cougar carry herself to a different beat. I believe that, I don't know, to me, I figure that's like the queen status of a woman. I believe prior to that, you more on the princess level.
Okay.
Because you still trying to learn and figure it out.
Yeah.
Once you kind of become a cougar, I think a large percentage of women will transition into the fact of like they know what they want or they experience so many trials and tribulations out of life.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of get an idea of what they want, what they're looking for. And even though they're still figuring it out, they're to the point where they're more in tune with themselves to say, okay, here is my expectations of you. All right. Are you man enough to step up to the plate?
Right.
Or do I need to keep looking?
Yeah.
And I think that's where you find a lot of people that's just, they are dating, like older women that's just dating, or the older women that's just like, I just want a friend.
Yeah. A lot of times they do just want fun company. I think the objective of being a cougar is just to jump back into her early years.
Her early 20s.
Her early 20s.
Because I give it credit. Like, a lot of women has lost their 20s.
Yeah.
I've heard so many stories of women that did lose their 20s because, you know, things happen out of high school.
Yeah.
Early 20s. You have a child. Guess what? Your shift is for that child.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of them have a village to take care of that child.
Yeah.
It's still your child. So once that kid becomes an adult and graduate at 18, you probably at 30 something by then. Yeah. You out the door, you in school now. It's about time for me to live my life.
It's about time to live life. All right, so now let's jump with these qualifications. Okay. So they have to have kids. Okay. They gotta be, you say 35, I say 41. So we'll put it at what?
I say 35 with the kids.
35 with the kids.
Yeah, because it's a different generation.
Okay, different generation.
I think that was based off, you said that's 1973 now.
Yeah, 74. Yeah, it's same thing.
74, you like 50.
Yeah, it said 50.
I probably in the 90s, early 2000s.
It gotta be, well, yeah. If you factor in and do the math, yeah, it's probably about 35. You can be 35. Because I've seen some grown women at like 24, like bills, kids, 2 jobs, you know.
You almost at our Gen Zs right there.
Right. So I got, but I give you 30. I give you 39. Just cause we old school, so
you acknowledge 30.
Yeah, right. Give you 39. All right. What else? Qualifications. She basically do it herself, but she still look good. She probably have a hard job. You know, she might be doing something typically men may be doing.
I don't know. I would disagree respectfully because I can see them doing a white collar job.
Okay.
And
No. They
Okay,
can. They can. But I'm saying.
Okay.
They have the know-how.
Okay.
Like they don't really need a man.
Okay. Just
like these women.
self-sufficient.
Yeah, they self-efficient. They don't really need a man. Like they replacing shingles. You know, they rotating tires at the house.
A woman that could go out
They
there.
choose to. All they need, because we got to keep in mind, a cougar only needs fun. They want fast, fun. They want all the F's.
Listen.
They want all the F's. But they don't need financial.
Listen.
They want all the F's. They want a good F. They want a good F'ing. They want to. They don't need that fix. They don't need financials or they don't need fixing. They need to be tuned up.
You gonna bleep this out.
They need to be tuned up.
My buddy told me one day, Lord forgive me, Father, Lord forgive me. Boy said, I only need a woman that can do 3 things: fishing, fighting, and fucking.
Yeah.
I said, wow.
Yeah. That's what it is.
That made a lot of sense to me.
Oh yeah. Now, other qualifications, y'all comment below and do your thing. But I want to make sure we get through this. Now, it's a critical part in here now. That age gap. This is another requirement of selection.
Okay.
Is the age gap. So if you say 35, what is that? Because if you date a 30-year-old, you're not no cougar.
No.
That's not a cougar.
No.
Okay.
You just dating a person that's kind of like in the transition phase.
In the transition phase, right?
But
what is the age gap?
10 years.
10 years?
10 years your junior.
10 years. So
now, I think that goes from 10 years your junior, both ways.
Okay.
So if you 40, you can date a 30.
Okay.
35, 25. In that area there. Because each one of those 10-year gap ranges, they're not an actual matchup for you.
Right. They not.
But they are an experience for you. Now, can you get with and have a prosperous, relatively life with that person? Yes, because now they're in a moldable state.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me, a lot of older women will date a younger man because that younger man is still in the world. He doesn't understand what's going on, and you can mold him how you want to mold him. And, I know it's the thing about teaching him how to be a man. Nah, that's not what you're doing.
Nah,
you just teach him how to actually properly love on a woman. Now, can you keep him? That's a whole nother story.
Now, see, the cougar doesn't actually want the man. The cougar don't really want you.
I don't know now.
I don't think the cougar wants you. I think the cougar just wants. The cougar is like, looks at you as like a 16-year-old at Six Flags. I'm here to have a long, fun time. And guess what? You go your way, I go my way. And I see you next summer or the next week.
Okay. Now, initially, yes.
Because she's sufficient now.
You mess with a cougar, you handle your business, you back out the door, I'll call you later. Eventually, them emotions finna come from somewhere. If you putting it down and you knocking the gray hairs off, that cougar is gonna eventually fall for you. And that thing is, come on over. I done cooked you some. You gonna stay tonight? Go on, bring that PS5 in here. That stuff you be seeing on Facebook, don't be lying. We together now.
You go from cougar to sugar mama. See that's a whole different category. Now we need to talk about what is the opposite of a cougar. Is not sugar daddy, is it?
No, it's sugar mama. It's sugar mama.
Right.
Sweet.
Right. So you can go from cougar to sugar mama, 2 different things.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's a whole nother subject. That's a whole nother subject.
That's another topic.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. Sugar daddy, sugar mama. That's a whole different topic.
Mm-hmm.
So, because it's levels to this.
It's levels
to this.
You get past 36, it starts transition.
So honestly, man, I feel like the age gap. I feel like you said the top. I think the bottom is 15 to 20 years. I think the start of the bracket for me, I have experience in this field.
Only reason why I say that because it's like
no. You don't have to justify your answer. I'm just saying it's always a range. I feel like you said the top of the range. I personally feel like when you say 0 to 100. I feel like you said 100. I'm saying 0 is 20 years. So you could be 20 and they can be 40. See, they in that jazz and they that 6 and auntie. You know what I'm saying? They that.
Like, I don't know. It's kind of like one of the things when you looking at your child. That's the only reason why I didn't go that far down.
Well, you also got to remember, at 18, you're legal. You can go wherever you want to. You're out of mom and dad's house.
That's true.
And then if you're in college, you a junior. You got corporate internships or co-ops at this point. If you didn't go to college,
I'm with you.
You 2.5 years in the game of real bills. You might be working a job right there with them. So, and that's the thing that people kind of don't see. Dog, you right there with them.
I can see that. I can see
right there with
all right,
yeah.
I'm with you.
Okay, yeah.
I'm about 50%
the playing field level. You walking right past them every day.
Break it down to me, though.
Oh yeah. So
I'm gonna be like in the audience.
So mainly speaking, I think once you start actually obtaining a job to where you are right there with them every day, cause see, you was in high school, right? Or you was in college. You graduated from either, and now you actually working a job with them side by side. You're seeing them in the schools, in the hospitals, in the police force, in the army. The field, the playing field is level. We both getting the same check. We both getting the same taxes cut.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So now we here now. It ain't no more of this. Oh, you a little baby. Baby, we getting the same check. We serving the same purpose. This is the same goal. So that's where I'm coming from. But we gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. I think we gave him enough.
You sure?
Oh, we gave him enough.
Cause I'm finna hit you with another question.
I know. But we gonna put it in the comments, man, and go ahead and make sure these folks are entertained. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Tell them what they need to do, J-Dan.
Hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Leave comments in the comments below. Hey, we appreciate any type of topical questions that you have, and we will always bring them up. We'll go over them. We'll bring them up. And hey, a lot of times when we do bring them up, it's yours. It don't be from us. It be from you. This Cougar conversation, it was kind of interesting. I was scared to talk about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know a lot of Cougars just by association.
Right.
I don't mean I talk to them. It's just I know them. So I know I need to wear my bulletproof vest as soon as I walk out of here and when it's posted.
Yes, sir. Hey, and it's going down like a drunk man drinking crown. This has been today's moderate. What'd you say? The Cougar. What the topic? How you said it earlier? The modern day Cougar.
I was saying we sober.
Yeah, I know. Right. We sober. The modern day Cougar. That's what we brought up today. This has been Raw T Media. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to all the jazz and aunties out there. Hi. Appreciate y'all for doing what you do. Please keep on sharing, liking, commenting, all that good stuff. We will be back for the next episode. We don't know what it's going to be. Y'all just come and tune in. Thank you so much. Raw T Media. Holla.